interesting dynamic. Mayor Pete arrives in East Palestine, finally, following Donald Trump.
If they don't come back and give you the treatment that you need, we will be back. The Biden administration should ensure that every family has the option of moving and homes and everything else until this thing is straightened out.
This is what a president does. I don't understand for the life of me what is, in fact, motivating right now the federal government. I mean, why doesn't the president show up there and talk to the residents?
How bad does it have to get? I mean, this was a horrible event that happened in Ohio.
They didn't want to go because they didn't know what to do. And the only reason they went is because Donald Trump went. FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Administration. That's what FEMA is. That's what they do. Said they could not come. It's not their jurisdiction. They weren't equipped for it. Did they initially say it was too big? Too big of an issue. To bring water, blankets, and heaters if people need it? To provide temporary housing? This is what the federal government's supposed to do, actually, and they're not. Then the Environmental Protection Agency saying, hey, we're not going. It could be dangerous, which is exactly why the Environmental Protection Agency should be going to assess the danger. Then the head of the Department of Transportation, because this was a rail accident, which is like our plane almost accidents and clippings and almost near misses that have been happening. He doesn't go until after Donald Trump shows up. And then when Donald Trump announces he's going to East Palestine, lo and behold, the mayor's coming. But yesterday he couldn't be bothered from a reporter with the Daily Caller because he was on his personal time.
Jenny Chair at the Daily Caller News Foundation. What do you have to say to the folks in Ohio, East Palestine, who are suffering right now?
Well, I'd refer you to about a dozen interviews I've given today. And if you'd like to arrange a conversation, make sure to reach out to our press office. But I'm not going to have that conversation with you. Just walk
You
down
don't
the
have a
street
message
here.
for them?
I do, and I shared it with the press many times today. I'd refer you to those comments.
Would you mind sharing it with us?
No, I'm going to refer you to the comments that I made to the press because right now I'm taking some personal time and I'm walking down the street.
Are you going down there?
What's that?
Are you going down there at all?
Yeah, I am.
When are you going?
I'll share that when I'm ready.
Okay,
I'll talk down the
thank you.
street. Can I get a photo of you?
Yeah.
Then he takes a picture of the reporter. He's on his personal time? I mean, you're the Secretary of Commerce, of Transportation, and there's a crisis. You don't have personal time. You're on the clock.
We see this with Mayor Pete right now, is they're scrambling to kind of cover up. The whole Biden administration really ignored what was going on in Ohio. I certainly hope it's not because Ohio is solidly red and Trump country, but it seems like that. It seems like they're playing partisan politics with disasters. And I'll just finish with this, Jay. I think it's really important that we highlight the fact that shutting down pipelines, which usually carry hazardous material very safely, when you shut down pipelines, you put more pressure on trains and trucks. And that means disasters are going to happen with hazardous material because it's less safe. This is directly a reason for this this problem, and this growing problem is directly because we're shutting down pipelines.
The administration's indecisiveness on this is part and parcel of their indecisiveness on everything. And the juxtaposition of the President of the United States going to Ukraine, saying we're going to spend another $500 million after we just have spent another $500 million a couple of months back, and doesn't go to a domestic problem that is serious. It just needs the encouragement of the president and the attention of the president to get these agencies involved. And the reason all the conservative media, it's amazing to me the conservative media is covering it and the other media pretty much not.
It's just like this Biden administration constantly. It's too little, too late. They have done absolutely nothing for Ohio, and we're concerned about foreign issues, that we should be concerned about what's happening in the United States, and specifically when Ohio has such a catastrophe. And as you said, the mayor is begging for help.
Sometimes I say it's the ministry of presence. You just have to be there when a situation like this is unfolding. You have to show up. And that's what needed to happen here. Show up.